This midday sports with Rod and the lunch crew. I got special guests. I got special guests. My guy, my thoughts, my opinions back on here.
Yes,
We
sir.
also got the regular, the walking encyclopedia. 50, Chris Deets is on today. Man,
What's up, guys? Hey, hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. I hope you had the same.
you know what I mean?
I had
didn't
a
have
great,
good one.
I had a
I
great
had one.
Thanksgiving. Giants lost, Cowboys won. Can't get any better than that.
I had a terrible one. You know what I mean? It's
I got before we get into college and before we get into the NFL, I gotta ask you, Rod. I know you're the host, but I gotta ask you a question. And you know what I'm talking about. Was it a catch?
to me it was. I think Stevie can call that game. You know what I mean? I think either one, Stevie J, Stevie Wonder, it doesn't matter. I saw a catch. What's
I'm in your boat, dude. When I
think
saw
that's
it live,
right. I
when I
think
saw
that's
it live,
right
it was a catch. When I saw the replay, it was a catch. Somebody's gonna have to tell me why it wasn't a catch.
And Des Bryant, I think Des Bryant's catch, and when he was in Lambeau, I think that was a catch.
Well, we all know it was. We all know it was a catch because the NFL came out 3 years later and said, "Oh, we got it wrong. It was a catch."
We can go all the way back when Calvin Johnson had that catch. Just because he put the ball down, just to protect his landing, they didn't call it a catch. So it's a lot of these catches that should have been catches. You know what I mean? But you know how these refs is, man, in both sports.
You know what I mean? What was hurting me so bad though, Deets, that we was looking good. Where was this offense? Where's this offense been?
Imagine how that game flipped. That game flips on that play.
Oh, it changed the whole game.
Pats are up 7. There's a big difference between being up 7 and being up 3.
Way big difference.
I mean, all they need to do, even if Minnesota goes down and scores and ties the game, all Mac Jones has to do is get into field goal range. He doesn't have to throw that deep bomb to Aguilar to end the game. They were already in field goal range. The Pats would have won the game.
You know what that coverage kind of remind me how they was. You know what I mean? This is for both y'all. That coverage how we covered. Julio in the Super Bowl. You know how they was. Julio couldn't even take a shit without somebody wiping his ass. You know what I mean? He might have had 100 yards, but he never touched the end zone. You know what I mean? And that's what I feel like. You gotta shell somebody like Justin Jefferson and make other people beat you. Like Dalvin Cook didn't have a good game at all.
It started off with Thielen though. Thielen was cooking in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's starting to emerge as that Robin now. I think he finally understands that he has to be a Robin. And he's no longer number one. And he started cooking in the beginning. Then it became just the JJ show after that.
I like that tight end they got from Detroit. I think he was wasted talent too when he was with Detroit.
See, Detroit didn't. They don't use that tight end as much as they should. And I think that would save Jared Goff's career if he has a decent tight end to give it to. But now Detroit they shipped him off. That helps. That helps Minnesota because Minnesota, in my opinion, always had them. They got They got a good quarterback. They have a great wide receiver, and they have a decent running back. Now you add a tight end to that mix. That offense can, as long as they can protect Kirk Cousins, that offense can be very scary when it comes down to December football.
Hey, you know what I mean? The guys talking shit at me at the job. I said, man, I didn't expect Mac Jones to play that good. You know what I mean? You couldn't make me pay my mortgage on betting on that. I didn't expect that explosion. I wouldn't have bet that on a Buffalo nickel. He was going to do that. You know what I mean? And we seen this. Sometimes it takes the head coach to do that quarterback switch to get motherfucker hungry again. And I think that's what it did. Bailey Zappi having that good, 2 games.
Zappy hour. That's all it was a Zappy hour.
You know what I mean? Baby Zappy, you know what I mean? He's like the E and J on the, on your counter. You know what I mean? When you don't got the money right, your money ain't right, you just take a sip sometimes. You can go back to it. You know what I mean? We can't afford that Hennessy or that Crown. That's what he is. You know what I mean? But man, overall, man, moving on what Bill says, on to Buffalo. You know what I mean? And I'm glad Von Miller's hurt. Thank God. Thank God. Woo!
What do you mean by that?
Thank God, boy.
That means the Pats showed they can't block anybody.
Oh, you know what I mean?
Von Miller would have eaten him alive.
No doubt. He's one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
And then the knee injury is so significant that they don't even know what it is yet. It was like we can't even determine right now. So he's just out indefinitely.
But I gotta say something about Von Miller. He's a smart guy. You know how much land he got in Texas? How many chickens that guy have? Texas A&M right there. He got a bunch of land, chickens and cows. He's ready for the zombie apocalypse. But anyway, what y'all think about that Hall of Fame class, man? I sent y'all. Let me go through some names, man.
Yeah, I gotta pull the names back. I know some of them. I can agree with.
How is Albert Lewis still on that list? That's what shocked me. How is Albert Lewis needs to be in?
Shoot, there's a lot of people that we need to ask how they are not in by now.
If Albert doesn't get in this year, I think he's out. But Albert Lewis was one of the best corners for almost a decade. I don't understand how he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Locks I think is a locks. Jared Allen, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I got Rondé. I'm going with Rondé. Anquan Bolden.
I ain't going. I can't go with you with Rondé right now. I don't know yet. I don't think he's the. Is this his first ballot, or has he been nominated multiple times?
I don't know if it's his first ballot or not. I'm not too sure. I don't know when the last time he played. It's been so long. I think it's been over 10. It might have been over 10 years now.
Yeah, it's been
maybe
over
09. Maybe 09.
Again, Rondé can't get in before Albert. Albert Lewis has to get in before Rondé Barber.
But Anquan Bolden, I'm not. I don't know, man. He has some good years.
Anquan, not enough.
Nah,
he's great. He's a great player. He's not a Hall of Fame player.
But you know what I think should be in there, man? London Fletcher. I think London Fletcher should get the head nod, man. London had a long career.
London will be an interesting one because he never played on good teams, but he always had 100 tackles. So
yeah, I'm with you on that.
But Dwight Freeney, I'm not too sure, man. I'm more of a Mathis guy. I don't know.
I don't think he's the first ballot.
James Harrison, nah, I can't do that.
James Harrison, you got. I'll put him in the Hall of Fame just for that pick he had on Kurt Warner.
Rodney Harrison.
Rodney, no.
I'm giving him a nod.
No, you're not a Hall of Fame. You're not a Hall of Fame. If you can't knock the ball away from David Tyree, you're not a Hall of Famer.
30 picks, 30 sacks. Who did that?
I understand. I see that, but I think Rodney Harrison was one of the people that he was in the right situation at the right time.
Dev Hess.
Oh yes, most definitely, hands down.
I'm hoping for him to get in because you know what I mean. That's giving my man life, Matthew Slater, to get in. If you put Devin Hester in, you gotta put Matthew Slater in.
If you don't put Devin Hester in there, Hall of Fame is washed.
Oh,
Hall of Fame is washed.
Ohio State scored.
The reason why Devin Hester should be in the Hall, the play that puts Devin Hester in the Hall of Fame is, I don't know if y'all remember this, but I remember it against the Green Bay Packers when he faked a return and the guy who actually returned it ran it for a touchdown.
That boy was legendary.
Every single guy on the Green Bay Packers ran to Devin Hester, And the guy who actually returned it ran it for a touchdown. That tells you how good Devin Hester got a touchdown on a play he didn't even touch the ball.
I'm saying this: if he gets in, do you think what you call get a nod? Cordell, what's that? Cordell?
No, Cordell Patterson's not.
He got the same amount. He almost close to the same amount. He got the same amount.
The only thing about
there's great returners, and then there's Devin Hester is above them all.
Devin Hester has returned something in each level: a regular season, a playoff, and a Super Bowl.
Go back to the Colts-Bears Super Bowl where the Bears scored one touchdown, and it was Devin Hester's return on the first play of the game.
But I'm saying, look, he's a guy. Look, he got receiving yards, he got running yards, receiving yards, he got TDs. Look,
Cordell Patterson is a great football player.
He just took a return for like 90 yards the other day.
He's a great football player. But Cordell Patterson has not did anything on the next level yet.
You got a ring.
Woo-hoo.
Again, there's good returners. There's good returners, which is what Cordell Patterson is. Mm-hmm. And then there's Devin Hester. Devin Hester is above them all. That's why he's on the. That's why he'll be on the. Cordell Patterson is not a Hall of Famer.
What about Torrey Holt?
Let's leave it at that.
Let's leave
he's
it
not
there.
A Hall.
What about Torrey Holt? Does he get a nod?
I don't think so.
Damn.
Again, you have to go to guys who are not in. If John Taylor's not a Hall of Famer, Torrey Holt's not a Hall of Famer.
I think Torrey Holt was better than what you call him.
Is Isaac Bruce a Hall of Famer?
I think Torrey Holt was better than Isaac Bruce.
No.
This is my opinion. I just think he was,
not in that. No. In that offense, that offense was Isaac Bruce made it go. He was the straw that stirred the drink.
That was Marshall Faulk.
Was the guy after.
Marshall Faulk was the guy that made that British show on turf go. Then it was Isaac Bruce. Then it came Torrey Holt.
And pace too. That line was massive.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I think me and you, Deets. I think me and you could throw at least 10 yards just off of that line.
Anybody could. In that offense, anybody could have thrown. I mean, they had so many guys, but again, you have to look at guys who are not in. Torrey Holt is on the same level as John Taylor. So if John Taylor's not a Hall of Famer, then Torrey Holt's not a Hall of Famer.
I think Andre Johnson is a dog. I want him in. I think he's one of the best. You can put him top 5 receivers all the time.
Honestly, out of this receiver core, he's
not a top 5 receiver of University of Miami.
Not enough years of being the top guy. He was the top guy for like maybe 2 or 3 years.
I think Andre Johnson is going to be the only one that gets the nod out of all the wide receivers.
I'm taking him over Torrey Holt any day of the week.
I think he's going to get in.
I'll take him over Torrey Holt, but I'm talking when you're talking Hall of Fame. I mean, he was overshadowed by guys like Calvin, Randy, all them guys. To me, to be in the Hall of Fame, you have to be the best guy at your position while you played. And Andre Johnson was always top 5, never
That's
top
good.
guy.
Top 5 guy.
I mean, Larry Fitzgerald would be over him in his era. You got to look at the era that he played in, and look at all the other guys that have to get in before him.
A lot of people can't do what Larry do. He can go in the slot and outside. You can't expect the guy to do all that. You know what I mean?
No. But that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about whether Andre Johnson was a great player or not. We're talking about whether he was the greatest of the greats. And I'm not putting him on. When I would have to be all right. Here's my line for Hall of Fame. If you say the name and I have to think about it, it's a no. That's how I am with Hall of Fame, because Hall of Fame means the best of the best.
Lynn Swann was a number 2 receiver. He made the Hall of Fame. So I Nobody says Lynn Swann was the best receiver of the 70s.
Who?
Lynn Swann.
Lynn Swann. No, Lynn Swann was the best receiver on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they won what?
He was not the best receiver in the league.
They won 5 Super Bowls. There's a difference when you win as many Super Bowls. When you start winning Super Bowls and you have moments like Lynn Swann had in the Super Bowl, that changes the discussion. And not to mention, if you put Terry Bradshaw in, you have to put Lynn Swann in. That's what it came down to.
But again, let's move on. Albert Lewis. I remember Albert Lewis. What years did he play, Deets?
I would say 89 through at least 99.
Yeah, I didn't get out the candy factory in 92, so I don't know.
I mean, this guy was in 95. In 95, he was one of the best He was one of the best corners in the game. I don't understand how he's not in the Hall of Fame yet.
Yeah, only corner we is number one is Deion. But anyway,
yeah.
What about Robert Mathis to you, Dev? What do you think about that?
I think he's gonna get in. I think during that era with him and Dwight Freeney in that Colts era, I think if it wasn't for Robert Mathis, the Dwight Freeney career wouldn't be as explosive as it was. So I think he's going to get a nod in, most definitely.
I used to hate them Colts defense and with
I think Freeney gets in first, and then Mathis gets in.
And yes, let's talk about that Jezebel, Darrelle Revis. You know what I mean? The only man to go in
He's in
the Hall of Fame with only 20 picks because everybody was scared of him. I think you get the nod, man.
His name alone.
Darrelle Revis is in. He was the best. He was the best corner for 5-6 years in a row.
Can't play no zone, but man to man, look what he did to T.O. and Chad that one game.
And Randy.
Man. Oh, Michigan getting it done. McCarthy just threw a dagger. What about Steve Smith Sr., Dev? What y'all thoughts about Steve Smith Sr.?
I want to say yeah, but like I said in the beginning, I think Andre Johnson is going to be for sure before Steve Smith and Toy Ho out of this list. I just think Steve Smith was a dog. Don't get me wrong. He was my one of my favorite wide receivers during that era.
Could you imagine if he was 6'2", what he could have did?
Just imagine he was just 6 foot. You know what I mean? Just how a dog. He was a for sure dog. You know what I mean? If you put him in the cage with another animal, I believe Steve Smith is going to come out on top.
Hey Deets, what is the last receiver come out of Utah since Steve Smith?
I don't think it was none.
Utah? I don't even know of any. I don't know any Utah wide receiver. Any wide receivers from Utah.
It's like the same thing for like Oregon State. Like only thing I think about is Chad Johnson.
Chad Johnson, that's it.
But man, Steve Smith was a dog, man. I remember when we went against him in the Super Bowl. That guy didn't have no quit in him. And when he was a free agent, Bill was trying to talk to him to come.
Oh no.
He was like, nah, I want to go to Ravens. That shit hurt me. That shit hurt me a little bit. That shit hurt me, Dev, a little bit.
Like a personal attack or something?
That shit kind of hurt me. That shit it's like
there you go.
It's like Jay-Z when he said you gotta make the song cry. Like that shit kind of.
Yeah, when he came, he most definitely held Flacco out. Just imagine we'd have had Steve Smith and Anquan Bolden at the same time.
Oh my God.
At the same time.
And that's why people talk about Debo and stuff about no quit.
Yeah.
I think Steve Smith right there for that that stature. I mean, I remember when Jalen, Ramsey trying to talk to him. He said, "Man, I'm gonna whoop your ass. You know that, right?" I'm like, he had no back down in his bone.
Nah, especially between them lines. After when the game was over, he'll talk to you, but nah, he wasn't doing all that yip yapping in between the lines, and that was the one thing I loved about Steve Smith. That was the one thing I carried from Steve Smith. Honestly, man, it's like no matter what sport that I'm playing for real, whether it's basketball, football, we ain't talking once we doing the whistle. After that, we can talk after that, but during the game, we ain't cool.
What about Freddie T, man? What y'all think about Freddie T, man?
He should.
Do you remember when he was a rookie? He had them almost 18 rushing TDs, and they gave it to Randy.
Yeah, Freddie
T was nice, man. We got him in his when he needed a wheelchair and shit. But Freddie T was nice, man.
Yeah, he most definitely should get the nod in there. During that era, most definitely, because you got to think when the Jaguars was established in 95, 96, they had Nayshawn Means as their running back in the beginning. Then once Fred T came along and started helping Jacksonville, started winning games with Mark Bonnell, Keenan McCardell, and Smith. That was the deadly 4.
Like, what about this guy though, Joe Thomas, man? I love Joe Thomas, but I hate Cleveland. Like, he was a bright spot for the Browns for a lot of years. What you think about that, Deeks?
Joe Thomas is in.
Like,
oh my God, they snapped it. He wasn't even looking.
We got six-time first-team All-Pros.
Best one
Pro
of the best
Bowler.
left tackles all time. One of the best left tackles all time.
167 starts, no missed games. Like, how? That's glaring. Hall of Famer.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for media people to put him in though, because they don't put offensive linemen in that often.
He was a difference maker, though.
But I have him in.
You think one of them Pouncey twins gonna make it, man? What y'all think about that? One of the Pouncey boy, the one of the Steelers. He was nice. He was nice.
One for the Steelers, yes. I think he might can get a nod in. I don't think he's going to be first ballot because during the end of their career, injuries started biting them.
Marquise will get in.
Yeah, that's the one that played for the Steelers, right?
Yeah,
they both played for the Steelers.
Oh, did they?
Towards the end of their career.
The one that played center will get in. The one that played guard won't.
Because the other one got drafted from Miami or something like that in the beginning of his career.
Yeah. Marquise Pouncey, the one who played center for the Steelers, he'll get in. The other one won't.
What about Zach? What about Zach Thomas, man? What y'all think about that, man?
Zach Thomas is in.
I think a lot of people is going to sleep on him. During his era with Ray Lewis and Brian Urlacher,
I think he was better than Brian. This is my opinion.
Don't get me wrong. Urlacher was the man, but I think Zach Thomas was up there with Ray. You know what I mean? Especially tackling wise, number wise, he was up there with Ray.
Especially for him to be like a 6th rounder. Nothing about his game was a 6th rounder.
What will really hurt him is the fact that he played for such bad Miami teams.
Yeah.
Okay, I got somebody else in there. Another damn blow. What's up, man?
Hey, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to put my daughter to sleep.
Man, that's why I was running late. Me and my daughter had some, daddy-daughter time, breakfast type situation. It's all good, man. We just talking about the Hall of Fame list. We talking about Zach Thomas. Do you think he's a Hall of Famer?
I would say yeah. I'll say yeah. Stat-wise, yeah, I'll say yeah.
Yeah, I think he was a monster in his day, man. I know because we can't even beat Miami. Still to this day, we still struggle with Miami. God
yeah.
damn.
See, I'm a Patriots fan, and
Man. Oh, he's a regular. He's a regular now.
listen.
I'm
a Patriots fan, and I would say every year it's always the same struggle against Miami. It doesn't matter what it is.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Hey, yo, you know Lee Evans dropped that pass, though.
Hey.
Bruh. Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
My man did not drop that. Beat was in. That was a catch. We were talking about at the beginning of the show. Was that a catch or not?
No, that wasn't a catch.
That was a catch.
But yeah.
What else did I miss? You guys say you're talking about Zach.
We went down the list. We was talking about Zach Thomas, Freddie T being a Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? That's as far as I'm going up. But yeah, we just asking were there. You know what I mean? Would you give them a nod if you had a vote?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So now from Zach Thomas, Hines Ward, the crack block
Ward,
professional.
Hands down.
Skip me. We don't want to talk about that brutal beating. Skip me.
Them blocks he used to throw on motherfuckers.
Man.
You think John Jones hit you in the jaw or something?
I can't lie. That was the best rivalry during that time was Baltimore and Pittsburgh. When that Hines Ward, Terrell Suggs era. That was the best rivalry during that time. You knew that it was ice bath season after that game. That game was if primetime really existed back then, primetime games, though the Steelers and Ravens game should have automatically been on every primetime game each time we played them.
I knew it was bad when, you know what I mean, Big Ben said, if I saw Terrell Suggs on 95, I'm driving past him. That's how I know it was real. I know it was real then.
Hines Ward makes the Hall of Fame because when he scored a touchdown, the field blew up.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
Yeah, I went to Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, yeah, that was.
He literally scored a touchdown and the field exploded.
Well, we all knew that was a movie because Hines Will ain't running no kickoff to turn back.
That was exactly what I said when I saw him run. When I saw that in the movie, I said that Hines Ward ain't returning no touch. He ain't returning no kicks. What is going on here?
I used to hate them. Hines Ward, Moss, Randall. That was Heath Miller. Talk about a slow white boy can get over.
They had Physical Buzz during that time. They had Cordell Stewart before Big Ben got there.
I like the Maddox though. I like the Maddox game though. Remember Maddox? The QB?
Oh, Tommy Maddox. Maddox.
He was all right.
He was some all right trash. That's exactly what he was.
Hey, but nobody got more checks than Charlie Batch. That boy was getting bags.
He suffer from a mental illness.
He was getting bags.
Charlie Batch, man.
He was getting bags. He got like 20 years with Pittsburgh.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Charlie Batch? I'd rather you him up in the Detroit Lions uniform before you to mention his backup ass on the Steelers, man.
Tommy Maddox took the XFL by storm.
Free money Batch. But
oh my God,
Deese, what about your boy DeMarcus Ware?
DeMarcus Ware's in. He's a Hall of Famer. There's no question about it.
Like I think he's gonna get over from Mathis and Freeney. I think he's gonna go before both of them if they get
absolutely. With a Super Bowl, he got his Super Bowl ring.
He had to leave Dallas though, because y'all. He
got it in Denver, but
Dallas ain't winning no Super Bowl no time soon. Lost Jerry Jones
for a linebacker, 35 forced fumbles.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Yeah.
DeMarcus Ware's a Hall of
scary.
Famer.
I hated him with Von Miller. I hated what they did to Cam Newton though.
Oh man, they
I'm
murdered.
not jumping on that fumble either. I'm not jumping on that fumble either. Give me a grenade. I jump on top of that first.
That's a good
No, no. I would say DeMarcus Ware gets the nod. He's good.
If he ain't get that Super Bowl ring, he ain't getting it.
Yeah,
he ain't get that Super Bowl ring. We'd all been sitting here talking about, I don't know, he's a good player and all, but
what about Ricky Waters, man? I don't think Ricky gonna get in though.
Nah, dog.
I don't think Ricky will get it.
No.
Nah.
If Roger Craig's not in the Hall of Fame, Ricky Waters isn't in the Hall of Fame. So
If Fred Taylor gonna have a hard time getting in the Hall of Fame, Ricky Waters is gonna have a hard time. How many people they nominate each year anyway?
That was like 16, right, Deeks? I think it's like 16, right?
16 get nominated. I think only 4 get in. 4 or 5.
Yeah. This a hard list to.
That number I don't know. I don't know how many actually get submitted.
Well, you know what I mean. But I think this guy right here, I had headaches about him, Reggie Wayne. I think if it's not this year, next year, he need to get in.
It's a lot of these.
Reggie Wayne definitely a bad boy.
There's a lot of these players that's going to get a.
What's up, Jamie G?
If not this year, next year, type thing. Because we can, Patrick Willis. He was a great linebacker, but I don't think his career was long enough to solidify him into a first ballot this year.
That guy, I'm telling you, he was must watch at that linebacker position. Him, Luke Kingley.
Yeah.
It was my boys. You know what I mean? Even though they was on my squad.
But their career wasn't so long though. You know what I mean? It was like it felt like Patrick Willis' career was as long as Jim Harbaugh career was with the 49ers.
Oh Lord.
You know what I mean? It was like before then you knew that Patrick Willis was there, but you were just like, oh man, he just missing something.
You know what he was missing? You know he was missing when y'all turned the lights off at the Super Bowl. That's what he was missing.
He didn't want to turn the lights off. So I don't know why. He's been that great 52 on the other side. He said, I can't live up to that one.
You know,
his lights off real quick.
You know Ray had that knife underneath it when he was tackling.
Yeah, they had us the first half. I'm not going to lie.
That's what the 49ers was saying.
Yeah,
Patrick Willis saw the other linebacker who was with him, the kid from Penn State. He watched him break his leg, and he said, "Nope, I'm done with this. I don't need that."
Navarro Bowman, wasn't it?
He watched Navarro Bowman break his leg and was like, "Nope." And Patrick Willis was like, "I got too much going on." Patrick Willis is a smart dude. He is a smart dude. He's got a lot going on in California right now. He's making more money right now off his businesses than he was in the NFL.
I mean, that's a good thing though.
No, it's a great thing. It should be celebrated. But I agree. I don't think he had a long enough career.
No.
I would put him in, but I don't think the writers will put him in.
All right, Dees. How about your boy, man, Darren Woodson? You give him a nod?
Darren Woodson's not a Hall of Famer.
Damn,
he's a great cowboy, but he's not a Hall of Famer. He's a great cowboy, but he's not a Hall of Famer.
You know, I'm sorry to say this, man. The man was still in, homeless people box. He was a bad safety. Darren Sharper. If he didn't go crazy, his eggs didn't get scrambled, he'd been a first ballot. But he was still in homeless people, coochie and raping people. But
Say what?
Darren Sharper, he didn't know that he's in jail.
No.
Again, as a Cowboys fan, I love Darren Woodson, but I loved him as a Cowboy. But NFL Hall of Famer, he's he deserves a spot in the Ring of Honor for Dallas, but for the NFL as a safety, no, he's not a help. When I think of Hall of Fame safeties, Darren Woodson is not even close on that list.
I'd say there's a debate, but I would agree that it's not. I don't think he's Hall of Fame worthy, but he has put up some. He has had some real decent, good games.
It goes back to the philosophy I told you before. So exactly, once you say there's a debate, it's over for me. If I can debate it, then you're not in. If that's the way I look at the Hall of Fame, is you have to be a no doubt.
A debate can go both ways, though. It can be either a yes or a no. So just because it's a debate doesn't mean that it's automatic no.
But do y'all?
That's my view. My view of it. If I can debate reasons why you can't get in, then you're not in. Otherwise, that's how it should be. That's how the Hall of Fame should be to me, because it's the Hall of Fame. It should be no doubt this guy's in.
No, I 100% agree. It's a Hall of Fame. You're literally picking the best of the best of the best and putting him in, a shrine pretty much. You want, the best to be up there, which, that's what I'm saying. I agree. But I say that there is just a little bit of debate because he has had some really good games. He has had, good time in the NFL. That's all I'm saying.
What you about to say, Dev?
If y'all don't know, if y'all can recall, like a couple months ago, Prime came out and said for the Hall of Fame is pretty much getting washed down. Now, it should be different tiers to the Hall of Fame. Do y'all agree? It should be different tiers. It should be a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3.
So if you don't mind me talking real quick.
Go ahead.
So I believe that to an extent. I believe that there should be like a Hall of Fame for certain defense. Defense. Hall of Fame for offense. Special teams. And then within that, you have your secondary, your linemen, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it would be a good idea to have like a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. But
I agree with both y'all. I agree with both of y'all because
when you talk about the Hall of Fame, you take the three major sports. All right, Major League Baseball is like all the way to the right. Like we only let in certain people. They have to tick certain numbers. They have to do this. They have to do that. And then you have the NBA, which is all the way on the other side, which is they basically let anybody in. Everybody makes the NBA Hall of Fame. And the NFL is sitting in the middle. And you can, the NFL is kind of leaning towards the NBA at this point, where it's like, we're just going to let people in no matter what happens. Like, because they've made it a spectacle. They have to have the Hall of Fame game. They have to have teams involved, so they're gonna let players in no matter what. And that's where the NFL gets tricky because they want to be exclusive, like Major League Baseball, but at the same time, they're just starting to let anybody in, and it's getting to the point of, all right, well, you need to go back and let some of these other great players in that you said, oh. I mean, the classic example is Roger Craig. Roger Craig should be in the Hall of Fame. There's no question about it. And until he is, all these people that get in are meaningless.
But anyway, man, I feel like about the special teams, man, because I feel like as a Patriot fan, I got guaranteed 2 special teamers should be in the Hall of Fame. Adam Vinatieri, no doubt, and Matthew Slater. I think Steve Tasker is not in the Hall of Fame. Matthew, you look at Matthew Slater's stats, how many Pro Bowls, All Pros. He changed Super Bowls.
Matthew Slater should be in the Hall of Fame, but they're not going to there's people on that committee that will say nope, special teamers aren't allowed.
That's part of the game.
If you ain't Devin Hester, if you ain't changed the game really.
He changed the gunner positions. Look at what he does. He's worth every penny we pay him for the 16 years we had him.
Yeah.
Look at what he does with special teams, pinning somebody back, and that's major. Special teams is a big part.
Oh yeah,
I'm 100% with you. I mean, obviously a Patriots fan. Adam Vinatieri has brought us out of the clutches of losing. I mean, many times. Long kicks. We were down by just by little points, and we asked him multiple times, "Hey, go out there and kick in." Guess what he does? Every single time, goes out and kicks it. Are you telling me he's not a clutch player and he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame? He should. He is an NFL player just like everybody else. I think that special team should be in there as well.
Yeah, people talk about the tuck rule all the time. They talk about the tuck rule game all the time, and they make it like, the tuck rule saved it. Adam Vinatieri still had to kick a 40-yard field goal in the snow.
Yeah, how hard is that?
Hard.
Go try to kick a 40-yard field goal and then put the snow on top of it. That right there.
Wind coming like this.
Before it was Justin Tucker, it was Adam Vinatieri.
But he wasn't as accurate as JT though.
Hey, but I tell you one thing.
Don't get me wrong. Vinatieri is he's most definitely he's up there with JT. JT had to chase him for a while.
Hey, but that hand is heavy when he kicks. That hand is heavy when he kicks. That hand is heavy when he kicks.
You know what I mean? He ain't that 90. He ain't a 91. He got to be that 91%. Adam Vinatieri fell in that 89.
But that hand is heavy though.
Hey, don't get me wrong though, man. Don't get me wrong. Adam Vinatieri most definitely, whenever his time comes up, he most definitely should not be a question. In there, he most definitely should be hands down. Because, like you said, before there was Tucker, there was Vinatieri that was ending games, kicking Super Bowl clutch field goals and stuff like that.
I'm saying for a person to have his longest kick 66 yards. Come on, man. That's ridiculous. That's worthy. I mean, there's people that can't even kick, 40 consistently.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I used to like the guy from Tennessee, though, Baronis. He had a leg on him. Remember him? He used to be at Tennessee before he died. I used to
like what was Oakland back kicker back Bennett Janikowski. Janikowski. He had a bomb on him. You know what I mean? He was kicking 50s and 60s before that was even regular.
Yeah, but he couldn't make a field goal. He couldn't make a field goal in Miami.
Yeah. he got all his field goals in Oakland. He left.
He was wide. Oh no, I'm talking about at Florida State where he was wide right, and then the next year he was wide left.
Yeah, he ain't know about the Frank. He ain't know about the Frankel rule.
Let's go on some college real quick, man. The active scores right now for Georgia Tech and Georgia 7-3. Beast, what's going on with Georgia? What y'all think is going on with Georgia? You think they just bored and?
Yeah, they ain't
Georgia. They'll outlast Georgia Tech.
Clemson right now versus 14-7 versus South Carolina.
Yeah, some of these teams, we coming up to the end of their season. Some of them ain't gonna have too much gas on the pedal, as how they was when they were chasing the playoff ranking. Georgia most definitely. It's just that their competition, what they got, that team that they have down there, they're gonna pull it together at the halftime. So at the halftime, we'll see Georgia route. Clemson, they just having a quarterback struggle. They thought that the guy that they had down there was the guy, and it seemed like they ain't recruiting good because they ain't even got nobody else behind him that they feel like that that's better than him. So Clemson gonna have to most definitely find another quarterback soon because he's not the guy. He's not the Trevor Lawrence. He's not going to have that great white hope behind him or anything in that nature, man. He's just an average quarterback. He almost remind me of that dude from LSU a couple years ago that Oakland signed, DeMarcus Russell.
Oh, come on.
And Shorty got all the talent in the world.
Man.
You just don't feel like once you get to the NFL, he ain't going to take that next leap.
I mean, that's like a lot of people, though. There's a lot of people that they're amazing in college. They get to the NFL and just shit out. Like Georgia's Noshawn Marino. I mean,
he brought it.
He called him great.
Noshawn?
He was great, and
like
then
a personal attack or something.
Boom, that was
it. I can keep going on with that one, boy.
I cannot see. I'm legally blind.
Oh man, no Sean Miranda. So I guess his NFL career was just
whack.
Dang.
Listen, I love them.
We've been backstabbed, and we've been quite possibly bamboozled.
Go ahead, Diablo. What do you want to say?
Oh, I was just saying, I loved him as a player. I'm not trying to throw any shade at him, but I just don't think he continued on at all.
Yeah, I don't. He couldn't really get busy. CJ Spiller had a couple splashes. There's a couple players that had short stays.
Oh, that was CJ Killer. Shorty could not hold the rock for nothing.
Your boy. I remember when we had that boy. What's his name? Steven. What's his name? Oh fuck. Steven Ridley.
Jackson?
No, Ridley, the running back. That boy always was getting hurt. Every hit, he was done. You remember him, Deets?
There's a lot of those guys. There's a lot of those guys.
Big Green Ellis.
Yeah, we had like a platform running backs back in the day.
We had Kevin Falk. We had a slew of them. Morris Maroney. It's a slot. It's a lot that we went through.
I know during them time of running backs, man. I know your Patriots fans were like,
"Oh, you gotta catch that!" Oh, Ronnie Ball.
You don't need to win championships. But y'all do.
Y'all ain't winning no more championships no time soon.
Hey, listen, we're just building, all right?
Michigan's got to change their quarterback right now.
What are y'all building on?
That's what
I did not hear you just say we are building. Not with y'all head coaches, y'all GM. Y'all not building. He didn't build this offseason.
Bro, listen, we're just trying to figure out which quarterback's the right quarterback. Hey, in my personal, I think Mac Jones, see you later. Put Zappy in.
I can't believe you said that. I think Zappy is not the answer either. I think you ride Mac Jones until something's better come about. So y'all missing a whole lot. Y'all don't have a wide receiver.
So you're telling me that when Zappy was not in, he was putting up numbers.
Our receiver's better than y'all's.
Oh, time out. Didn't we beat y'all at the beginning of the season? So you know what I mean? Nah. And Zappy, he gave what Zappy did, just like what was the dude down in Dallas did?
Cooper Rush.
Those two are the exact same play. They did what they supposed to do. They was able to come in here and win the games and play backup until your so-called starters come.
But my starter is not doing nothing.
So you think Zappy going to do the same thing? You think he's going to be even better? You got to be. You
been producing.
He do got a quicker release than Mac Jones. I give him that. He do got.
But I guarantee you, his playbook ain't as wide as Mac Jones. So that means you want to cut half of your playbook. So you want to go with a half a playbook for the rest of the season.
Play action pass. He'd be good.
So when defense start catching on to y'all half a playbook that y'all don't want to at least know more, then what? Then when Zach you start fouling, then what?
We winning right now. We winning right now with a defensive coordinator.
Y'all ain't winning. Y'all ain't winning Thanksgiving.
What are you talking about? Nobody expects us to have 6 wins right now with Matt Patricia as the head offensive coordinator.
Man, look, y'all number
We're playing
one.
money ball right now.
Exactly.
Y'all ain't playing no money ball. Y'all is gambling with y'all life. That's what y'all doing. Y'all is just gambling with y'all life. Y'all just hoping that they Tom Brady come back down there and y'all swoop the AFC again. But Tom Brady ain't coming back. Bill Belichick, he's a great coach. But as far as him as y'all GM, that's where y'all fucked up.
He trained him. He trained your boy Ozzie. What are you talking about?
And look what Ozzie and look what Ozzie now. Ozzie is one of the greatest GMs. So why is Belichick not one of the greatest GMs?
Where do you think he learned it from?
Why is why is he struggling now?
How are he struggling? We just got Jack Jones in the 6th round. He's a star cornerback. We got J.C. Jackson right out of Maryland, and y'all didn't want him.
J.C. Jackson is. I thought
he came from Maryland, and y'all didn't want him.
But y'all still ain't beating the Dolphins or the Bills.
It don't matter. We have 6 rings. We not
worried about
bringing up stuff that is irrelevant. Talk about the past.
We still sell out.
6 rings. What did Janet Jackson song say? What have you done lately?
She still sell out arenas though. We still
in
sell
the
out
snow.
arenas.
We sell out arenas.
Look how packed it was for the Viking game.
I understand that y'all had to live in the past. That y'all 6 rings is just in front of y'all, and
you still got 2. So
I understand that. I understand that. At least we got 2 with 2 different quarterbacks. Y'all got 6 with just 1 quarterback, and that's it. That is it. Y'all ain't getting no more rings unless Tom Brady Jr. comes walking in the door and become y'all quarterback again.
The Steelers in New England. We're the Lakers in Boston. Y'all just Tito. You know what I mean? Y'all not even Randy. Y'all Tito.
You know what's crazy though? What's crazy? What's crazy that y'all talking about y'all the Lakers and the Steelers? I mean the Lakers in Boston of the NFL. But neither one of y'all 2 teams won recently, though.
We did. We won in 2019.
I said recently.
That's recently.
No.
Y'all won in 2012.
Stop right there. What a hit.
No. We ain't going with that. No.
How recently you won?
All right, put it like this. When the last time y'all won a Super Bowl without Tom Brady? Oh.
We went to the playoffs without him.
When the last time y'all won a Super Bowl without Tom Brady?
Didn't happen. But we still make the playoffs without him. So it's not like a fall off like Mike.
Y'all ain't making the playoffs this year. Y'all not making the playoffs this year. The only way y'all making playoffs this year is if Josh Allen get hurt and the season over for the Bills. That's the only way y'all making the playoffs.
2 teams coming out of our division.
Yeah, Miami and Buffalo.
Miami ain't gonna make it.
Miami and Buffalo.
Miami ain't gonna make it.
Miami just gotta win 3 more games. Miami and Buffalo.
I don't think that's happening. 3 more games. That's asking a lot out too.
It's a lot. You asking a lot for these teams that only got to win about 3 more games just to solidify. Just like Philadelphia, they only got to win 2 more games and they are in. Doesn't matter about the rest of the season. There's 2 more games. They got all their games in the beginning. You feel me? Just like Miami, they got all their games when it was warm. They understand when it gets to December, you just have to win 3 games. And if we can win 3 games and stay above New England, we in.
3 teams from the East are getting in.
What? The NFC East? Yeah, I know. I'm with you on that.
From both. The AFC East too.
I don't know. I don't know about that AFC.
We ain't worried about that super light-skinned boy in Miami. They look like they got a little boy off from Family Matters. We ain't worried about him.
You talking about Tony?
All Oh man,
Is it like a personal attack or something?
Listen. I respect Tua because we're both Polynesian, but man, he should have just sat out. He should have been done after that hit.
No, Miami should have sat him out. That was Miami's fault.
No. He should have been like, all right, I can collect a check. I'm done.
Yeah, around the same time y'all lost to us. So, you know what I mean? So you can go ahead and remember that we beat y'all came after us losing to Miami. So,
but Mac Jones did a gritty on you, so that's even worse.
So when we sit and after he did that gritty, he was gritting himself on that sideline with the high ankle sprain. So we, you know what I mean? We don't want to go there.
Yeah, mumble sauce on the wings. When he was doing the gritty. His hand was sticky.
Hey, we from Baltimore. We don't eat mumble sauce for real. You gotta take that down 95 a little bit. It's all about hot sauce ketchup over here, man.
But man, I feel like we're gonna make the playoffs, man. But y'all in trouble next year though.
Who's
y'all done? The Ravens done next year. When the massage therapist guy come back after he gets his massages, he gonna go on Lombard. He gonna go on Lombard Street and get massages before he go to the stadium.
Oh, get back to reality.
Look, man, let me tell you this.
Oh, man, he about to be eating up.
I'm about to tell you right now. After we pay Lamar, after he become the second highest paid quarterback, because we ain't gonna give him that Deshaun money. I can go ahead and be the first Raven fan to tell you that.
He ain't gonna take the money then. He can get that Deshaun money down the street.
No. He's going
to Commanders.
See, the thing about it was he was this close to signing a contract. It was just the fully guaranteed money that him and the Ravens couldn't agree on. So that lets me know is that we in the ball figure. We in that area. We just gotta pay him more than Kyler Murray. Oh. And if we pay him more than Kyler Murray, then Lamar is going to be okay. The only way that Lamar is going to get that fully guaranteed money.
You go to Washington.
Anywho, he gonna have to win MVP, which he gonna have to win this one. Josh Allen, he didn't drop now. Yeah, I thought
it's Patty Mahomes.
Yeah, Patty might get that. So if he got to win MVP, and he has to go deep into the playoffs.
That's not gonna happen.
We're gonna get further than y'all.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, you know what I mean. We're going because so far if the matchup is right, we got Buffalo first round.
Oh, you don't want that.
We'll take that.
You don't want to see Buffalo or Tennessee.
We had Buffalo on the ropes.
You know what last time Tennessee did to y'all? You know what Buffalo did to y'all? Lamar hit that motherfucker.
Yeah, and Tennessee, and then the following year we got Tennessee up out of there. So we not worried about that no more.
In this game.
Buffalo was most definitely on it. I already told you the last time I was on here. It's two teams that I want off brick. It's either going to be Miami or Buffalo. They the two teams I want in the playoff off brick. And I hope Miami come here again.
I don't think y'all want that smoke, but man.
Y'all just said that the light-skinned boy can't play in the cold. Now y'all talking about we don't want that smoke. Ooh. Man, pick a side. Pick a side. Y'all were just talking about, y'all just said that the light-skinned boy can't play in the cold when Dev Lowe was saying, yeah, my brother needs and all that other stuff. When
no, I'm not talking about him. I don't like to. You know, I don't.
No, I'm going to say.
I said
we can take Miami. We can take them.
But you don't want Tennessee or Buffalo.
We can take either team.
Nah, you don't want.
I want to clarify real quick.
If Von Miller's back to being Von Miller, you don't want that.
Von Miller ain't gonna be back. They don't even know what type of knee injury he has right now. So
yeah, Von Miller is not gonna be Von Miller at all anymore.
Because if they can't guess what type of knee injury he has, how confident can you really put him back out there again?
They're gonna call Mr. Miyagi. He's gonna throw that hot shit on his knee. He's gonna be back.
Yeah, he'll take that varsity blue. He'll take that varsity blue shot in the knee.
Shoot it up.
He'll get that varsity blues shot in the knee for one game. Suit
like Shark from Any Given Sunday.
Come on, coach. I just need one more play, baby. I just need one more. I just need that tag. I need to get that bonus. So no, I ain't gonna hold you. If Von Miller would to come back and he is at least 75%, Von Miller would be something to be scared about. Because if this guy in Buffalo can win a Super Bowl, he's gonna go in history. He is for sure first ballot for winning 3 Super Bowls with 3 different teams. So you know what I mean? That's motivation for him to at least try to come back and put an imprint on at least either the end of the season or come back by playoff time.
But Dev, I got a question for you, man.
What's up?
I'm at the point where I'm ready to release like what you call go. Damian Harris, man.
I agree.
I'm at the point where you always got nick and injuries. You know what I mean? You're not available. You know what I mean? You're not reliable. You're like a 97 Honda Civic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With a messed up block. You know what I mean? Engine block. You know what I mean? You're slipping. You're like a bad transmission.
Bruh. Yeah.
You're like
I agree.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
It was like the same way how I felt when Tom Brady and Gronkowski was on Patriots, and Gronk was every single year getting hurt every single time. I had the same thing. I was like, man, we need to let him go. I mean, but that's the thing, though. You don't know. He could come back strong after that. But I do agree, though. There's a little bit too much going on. I think we should just cut him.
Let the young boy eat, man. Stevenson. Yeah. I'm okay. Let JJ come back. I like JJ Taylor. I don't know why to keep on sending. He reminds me of a little bit like a Darren Sproles, you know what I mean, type. You got to get younger, man. Damian Harris always hurt. You can't trust the Alabama running backs. They got more miles than a mortgage shake on them. You know what I mean?
What Ramondre is doing, you got to get.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
I mean, I'm just being real, but man, it's just we just got to switch it up, man. And Nelson Aguilar got to go. I'm ready for him to go. Kendrick Bourne, if you want to work a little cheaper deal out, he can stay. Devontae Parker, go. I want to see Jono Smith used as a fullback.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want him to run too many routes unless it's like little flat routes because he don't got that speed for it. Let Henry eat, through the middle, but
pick that.
I'm loving the defense, how the defense looking though.
Yeah. And so Dev, you hear that, right? You hear, and what did I say earlier? We're rebuilding. We just got to rebuild. That's all it is.
Right. The line got to get fixed in the draft.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
That motherfucker Trent Brown, I'll trade him in for a methadone bottle right now.
So let me reset this. Let me reset this. Let me figure this out. Y'all are a playoff team, but you're firing people in the middle of the season.
That lets you know how good we are.
They gotta go. You gotta go.
We're making the playoffs, but we're talking about who we're gonna get rid of at the end of the season.
Congratulations.
Hey yo, you know what I wouldn't mind calling for?
What is going on here?
Deets, you know what I wouldn't mind calling?
Deets, I don't know what they talk about. They just they just talking reckless over here, man.
I wouldn't mind getting North Turner's little boy though. I wouldn't mind calling him up to see can he be the OC.
He needs some milk.
It ain't too bad. I'll give him a tryout, man, because Matt Patricia's the play calling last week was all right. I mean, Thursday was all right, but that motherfucker with these short screen receiver screens. What the fuck we on? We on a JV team? What the fuck were you doing?
Listen, there was a lot of questionable calls.
What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing with these screen passes? What?
Absolutely goddamn nothing.
Devontae Parker's that boy slow like one of them fucking electrical scooters. What the fuck are you doing?
Listen,
My young boy's Hot Wheels.
Oh my God!
My young boy's cars go quicker, and it's a 2-speed. He's driving around the block with. What are you doing?
Is that like a personal attack or something?
Like that is most definitely a personal attack, Doug. Like you said, an electric scooter.
he got one of those 9-volt batteries.
You ever seen that milk? You know what I mean? You ever froze some milk and it coming out of the jug? That's him. Okay.
Hey, bro, you all right, man? Golly, you sound like you having some
Emotional damage.
Def, I'm mad. I'm on my 4th studio album. I live with my moms.
What do you mean by that?
Man.
My man said I'm on my 4th studio album. I'm still living with my mother. Damn, it's time for you to hang it up.
But yeah,
Hey,
man,
did you hear what they said all throughout the game on Thanksgiving?
What they say?
Odell Beckham.
To where?
I cannot see. I'm legally blind.
Dallas.
He's coming to Dallas. They said it the entire game.
Y'all definitely do need a number 1 because CD ain't that guy.
No.
Oh, he didn't drop too many passes.
No, CD will be a perfect 2 though.
Grab that 88. Grab that 88 off his chest and put it in the rafters because he don't deserve it.
Hey, since we're speaking on people going somewhere, I don't know if it's true, but I've been seeing in a lot of places Aaron Rodgers going to the Patriots.
Back to reality.
Hey.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
I was with you. Hey, the light-skinned people.
Aaron Rodgers ain't going. Aaron Rodgers ain't going nowhere. He just signed a huge contract.
I'm not saying right now.
Rodgers will retire after this season.
I'd rather not.
He is going to retire. He ain't going. Number 1, if he ain't going, if y'all don't have a number 1 wide receiver, y'all talking about getting rid of everybody. You hear all them people Rod just said he wanted to get rid of. You think Aaron Rodgers is going to want to go through a rebuild with y'all? If he don't want to go through a rebuild with Green Bay, no, that ain't happening. So I'm sorry.
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm sorry, bro. You is most definitely.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
I'm sorry, man.
Aaron Rodgers like that pretty girl you see on Tinder. You get her home, but her breath stinks.
Yeah.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
You know what I mean? No, thank you.
Listen, I'm not saying I would want him. I'm just saying I was just putting it out there that's what I've been seeing.
Unless you want to give a Goodwill discount, I don't want them.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. You just don't want those.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
And Aaron
Rodgers winning right now 14-0 against Rutgers. But man, I don't see that Davlo. I really don't want to see it because I don't like Aaron Rodgers. I don't think nothing really special about him.
He's the only thing is that he has history behind him. That's it. He had his peak, but he's on the back end of the peak now.
He's been on his peak since that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Man, Aaron Rodgers is the greatest regular season quarterback there was. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I put Peyton number 1. Peyton
Peyton. At least Peyton got to multiple Super Bowls.
Which Peyton?
Peyton doesn't matter. Peyton got to multiple. The Indianapolis Colts, he got to the Super Bowl. Denver Broncos, he got to the Super Bowl.
With Denver,
Aaron Rodgers, he only been in 1 Super Bowl. He has to have 5 wide receivers, and out of those 5 wide receivers, 2 of them have to be number 1.
But he's also got to have a line.
Got to have a line. And Charles Woodson
can't scramble.
Charles Woodson has to come back, and Clay Matthews got to come back for Aaron Rodgers to win another Super Bowl.
But I seen girls over West Baltimore throw better than Peyton Manning when he was with Denver. You know what I mean? That's another one.
Oh my God!
Well,
I don't know if that was a compliment to my West Baltimore babies or not. But West Baltimore baby, y'all know I'm holding it down for us. I'm holding it down for us. I ain't gonna let that one slide. I don't know if you're going. I don't know if that's a compliment or this, but I don't like that one.
but what you call it? This score? Michigan just scored.
10-3
That was
right
a good
now.
throw. That was a good throw. But what are y'all looking forward to the end of? You know, it's about to be the end of a lot of this, these seasons for NFL, college. What y'all looking forward to?
Some most definitely, hopefully, ain't some good games. You know what I mean? Because we're about to come down to like the ugly parts of this sports world was when, once football go down, all we got left is basketball to hang on into, and then once June come down, them 2 months is ugly.
Yeah,
it is ugly. So hopefully we get some good games. Hopefully we can get some surprises also. That'll most definitely keep it entertaining, especially in this college football world. We need one surprise. Somebody got to surprise us. I'm not hoping that Georgia can just go ahead and run the table, here on out. Now that since Tennessee quarterback is out for the rest of the season with the ACL.
They said T. Martin still got some eligibility, but go ahead, Devin.
So, me personally, I'm just happy FSU is doing good again. I'm a huge FSU fan. You know what I mean?
God,
I wish I could say about the U.
Let's take a drink. Hey, I gotta take another drink to that. God, that's terrible.
But no, I'm a huge
I
FSU
cannot
fan.
see. I'm
originally
legally
from Florida.
blind.
But I'm just happy we're doing good this year. We've been on the struggle bus for a hot minute. You know what I mean?
Ever since Deion took Travis Hunter from you definitely was.
It was what it was. It was the curse.
And
ever since Jameis stole those crab legs.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, not Jameis.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He ain't got his job back since.
But no. Like I said, since we're doing good, that's really all I care about. I'd like to see the Patriots win more, obviously, but FSU, is doing good. And Jordan Travis, the quarterback. I mean, I don't know if you guys watched the game last night. That was a crazy game.
No, I was kind of salty because I like that quarterback from Florida. But anyway, but
I'll tell you what I'm looking for, Rod. I'll tell you what I'm looking for. I'm hoping LSU loses this week to Texas A&M, and then beats Georgia in the SEC championship, and the SEC champion doesn't get in the playoff. That will make me. I will laugh so hard. It will be so much fun.
Godly.
Damn.
I would like to see LSU lose.
And
like a personal attack or something?
Not to mention, if Clemson loses, if USC loses at all, and if TCU loses, guess who's making the playoff? Roll Tide, son.
Damn.
If Alabama makes the playoffs, I swear the college football
there's still a road where
100%
Alabama could make the playoff. That's how crazy this season is.
So, man, Davilo, since you're in Florida, man, what's going on with I'm hearing rumblings that University of South Florida is linked to Deion. They were trying to get Deion to come there. That's a terrible setup to me. What you think about that, man?
I heard a little bit about that, but I don't know if it's true.
They say that's Klan country right there in South Florida.
Nah, man. That's where I'm from, South Florida.
Oh, okay. So I guess that's
why. Said nah, man.
No. Don't get me wrong.
Is that like a personal attack or something?
Don't get me wrong. Every place has its own little, little area,
little club, a little country club.
Yeah, but like down there, there's only like one town that like ain't nobody goes to.
Okay.
But I mean, it's not bad though. I've rolled through it, but it's not bad.
You a big fella though.
I'm decent.
And you got that, and you know what I mean. We see the flag. Anyway, go ahead.
Deion's not leaving his spot to go to South Florida, to go to the University of South Florida. Come on.
It's been
Deion's smarter. He's smarter than that.
I think if Deion, if he was going to do anything, he would be coming to an NCAA, a big college. You know,
But
what I
why,
mean?
though?
Something like Florida State, where he is alum or something in that nature. But
why?
But the way he got HBCU right now, and it's just, I hate to say it, but he started something down. Even though HBCU been jumping, but Prime has said something else up down there, and HBCU is one of the best conferences that you want to watch out for. And you went through an undefeated season. Why would you want to do that?
Hey, yo, you know what I'm wishing though, Dev? Morgan State versus Jackson State.
Deion's not leaving until his son. Both his sons play for Jackson State. He's not leaving until they graduate.
I just can't believe you said that.
I'm just saying.
Can't believe you. I love my Baltimore HBCUs, but nah, dog, that ain't no competition.
They're looking good though. They're getting better, man. They're getting better. Y'all going back to your original place. Y'all got a wrestling team now. Y'all going back to the good old days. But anyway,
what the hell wrestling got to do with goddamn football, bro?
I'm just saying. Saying y'all used to have a powerhouse for wrestling back in the day. I know my history.
Yeah, I'm with you, but we talking about football though.
Okay. You know what I mean?
He ain't gonna describe.
But
let's bring it back though. So, you know, why wouldn't he go to like a USF? Because it's not a big school. Neither is what he's at right now. So what if that's his thing? What if he just doesn't want to go to big schools like FSU or, you know, somewhere else? What if he wants to stay small schools and build them up from the inside? Because he's really doing this for the kids. He ain't doing it for himself.
I just think you just build off of Jackson State. I just think because you already created a culture. Every coach in the HBCU now wants to follow you create a blueprint. You created something that you're attracting people to come to HBCU now. Doesn't matter you go to Jackson State, Morgan State, you know what I mean? Doesn't matter where you go at. It's just like now he brings so much attention to HBCUs now. It's like I think Prime already did what he wanted to do. I think he's already making these smaller schools big now. It's okay to go to HBCU college now, and now that NFL, he's making NFL look at these schools now, and that's what
which that's great.
Great point.
Which is great. You know, I mean, I respect him for that.
But it's different. It's different when you have a guy when you have a guy like Deion coaching at Jackson State. It's totally different coaching at Jackson State and building your program through Jackson State because you can be the dominant program. Look at all the guys who have coached at North Dakota State. And then they've gone on to go to small school in small big, NCAA Division I school. Look at how many guys have been productive there. None. You're never going to be as productive going to a USF. If Deion's going to go somewhere and be as productive as he's going to be, the spot he's going to go is Auburn. That's where he's going to go.
Say this.
That's where he's going to go to be productive.
I said this
He's
about
not going to be productive at USF. You're not going to get the athletes at USF. You're not going to get the exposure at USF. It's not going to happen.
I disagree though, because he got a great person with him. He got Tim Brewster.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think Tim Brewster can get these kids phone and hit them up and they come with him? Oh man, I got Kyle Pitts in the league. Deion just got James Houston in the league. You know what I mean? People forgot about James Houston at Florida. He got them to be a 6th-round draft pick. You know what I mean? And he only had him for a year.
And the minute those kids show anything of ability, you know what's going to happen? Florida State's going to come calling, and they're going to go, all right, I had a good year this year. I'm transferring to Florida State. I'm transferring to Ohio State. I'm transferring. That's what USF is. USF is a transfer portal. It's not going to be. It's not going to be a destination where guys are going to go there and stay for 3 or 4. Stay for 3 years. That's not going to happen.
I don't know. I think he would stay for Deion because he can talk the draws off anybody, man, and get him to sign.
I just think Deion should just stay where he at. You know what I mean? I think he should just stay where he at. Keep building, keep setting that blueprint, and like I said, because eventually Jackson State can't be number one. Look how long it took Jackson State to be number one in that conference that he in now. You know what I mean? So eventually somebody else is going to catch up to Jackson State, or even be better than Jackson State, and then they're going to be the top thugs and stuff like that. So I just think long as Prime is open to stay down to HBCUs and not say steal talent, but able to get that talent to not go to Alabama or Auburn or LSU and coach, teams like them big teams, and talk to them like you said, Roy. He can talk to these guys and say, "Come out here to Jackson State or North Dakota State or Morgan State," and these guys can elevate you and your career can go ahead. Because, like I said, I think what he's doing is he's getting NFL's attention to say, just don't look at Alabama and LSU and Oregon and all them. You need to look at these guys down here that we can ball. We can do the same exact thing as these D1 scholars is doing.
I mean,
but also, hold up, Devlo. No, but also, he's bringing the atmosphere like the early '90 Falcons. Remember when the Falcons had MC Hammer on the sidelines?
Mm-hmm.
He having Rick Ross on the sideline. He having Yellow Beezy. You know what I mean? He had Dolph before he died come to the game.
Yeah, Key Glock still.
Them kids love that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Them kids love. That's a smart marketing tool to get these recruits in there. He had The Rock use this stadium for that XFL stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He knows the power players. That's what makes him so dangerous at the HBCU level. Go ahead, Devlo.
So to me, it's like what he's doing with this program is treating it like a last chance you. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's like that, but that's sort of what it's doing, and it's bringing that limelight that they need to the school to HBCUs.
Oh, that was a good route. Oh my God, that was a good route.
And I mean that's an amazing thing. That's a good thing because I mean at these small HBCUs or small colleges, period, they still got raw talent.
Oh yeah. And with that raw talent, with some good coaching staff behind them or somebody that believes in them, you know what I mean? Because you got to think that Prime is not the only either old NFL player or coach. You know what I mean? You still got what's the guy down in Grambling University?
Don't say Hugh Jackson, man. Leave that.
Yeah, you got Hugh
laid alone, man.
I'm not saying that Hugh Jackson is the greatest or Hugh Jackson, but even though you still got those type players or those type coaches down there that that should kind of
you saw that route
follow most definitely Prime.
That was a nice double move,
swag and stuff like that.
13 was looking the opposite way when that ball was thrown. Holy
17-13 Michigan. Go ahead, Dad. Where was talking? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying that Hugh Jackson and it's multiple talent other than Prime down in HBCUs. You know what I mean? It's just Hugh Jackson is the first person that come off the top, but there's a lot of these guys that's down there that deserve to be recognized too. You know what I mean? And hopefully Coach Prime can shed a light on them eventually. It is all about these kids. Because, like I said, some of these kids can't afford to go to, these big D1 colleges. You know what I mean? It's going to come up to Jackson State, Grambling State, and North Dakota. The schools like that actually take in these raw talent like Devlo was saying. And then it's going to take, players that been to that next level, like a Hugh Jackson. He knows what it to take to be coaching the next talent level. You know what I mean? So pretty much that. Well, all I'm saying is it's great that Prime that's doing this. I hope Prime don't move to go no top D1 school or anything in this nature. I just think Prime should stay at Jackson State, honestly, and keep building until they respect Jackson State as a D1 level talent.
I definitely agree with that. 100%.
I've told you this many times, Rod, when I'm on the show. The best thing Deion could do right now is tell the Celebration Bowl, thanks but no thanks. We're going to the playoff and we're winning a championship.
They ain't gonna do that. That's $1 million. That's $1 million money for each team.
That would be the best thing Deion could ever do is say, you know what, this bowl game is great, but we're gonna win the championship instead. That would be the best thing for him, for his brand and his team.
It'd be cool with him to enter to enter down there, but I just think what those D1 schools still have over them is that those top 30 players in the country. You know what I mean?
The only thing about him and North Dakota State, right? They're boosters.
Mm-hmm.
The boosters for North Dakota State is crazy. These can tell you how nice that stadium look. Y'all go look up that stadium for North Dakota State and how much money they put into that program in Fargo. It's crazy.
Yeah. Go look at how that stadium was before they started winning, and then go look at the dome they built now.
A dome. Like who has a dome on the FCS level?
Man,
that's
look,
crazy.
Prime gonna get that soon because that's why he getting all Rick Ross, Key Glott, and all these guys to show up to these games and stuff like that. That's gonna be their booster soon. He's going to get the celebrity to come down there and be their boosters, which is cool. You know what I mean? That he's able to use his platform to reach out and help these kids down there to be they get the same education, the same platform as D1. So.
But yes, let's move along. Let's do some picks before we get out of here. Some NFL picks. Y'all down for that?
I'm down.
Cool.
Yes. Get to the first game. Let's see what the first game is. All right. This is an easy one. Texans, Houston. Who y'all grabbing? Money line. Who y'all grabbing? Or do you think it can go over? Let me see what the spread is.
Who'd you just say?
You said who?
The Texans versus Dolphins.
You said Texas and Houston.
Yeah, you said Texas versus Houston. That's why I was like, wait a minute.
Sorry. I'm just drinking the crown early.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
NFL spread.
The sad thing is, even if the Houston Texans played themselves, I'd still pick them to lose.
God damn.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I take Miami though.
I take Miami.
Let me look at the spread.
Yeah, I don't even care what the spread is. Miami
14.5. You taking the 14?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Miami going dog them.
And Ohio State just took the lead back.
All right. Ravens 3.5 versus Jacksonville.
You already know who I'm going with. Sitting right behind me.
You taking that 3? You taking that 3.5? Y'all taking that 3.5?
Listen, I know Jacksonville ain't gonna do nothing, so yeah, I'll take it.
The over is 43 points. You
Take
see that
the
game
over.
going over 43?
Take the over.
Listen, Jacksonville is not gonna do anything. That's my answer.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
They got Broncos at Charlotte, at Carolina. I mean, damn, at Carolina, they got Dolphins winning by 1.5 points.
Hold up, yo.
Take the Broncos in the under.
You taking the under?
What's the over under on that game? 24?
36.
What?
30? Say 36?
Really?
36. Oh, the over.
You think they're gonna get the?
Nah, I'm not taking that.
Yeah, take the under.
I'm not taking the Broncos at all. So I'm not riding with them.
Both offenses are garbage. So
100%.
take the Broncos and the under.
I ain't taking the Broncos. I'm sorry.
Washington Commanders versus the Falcons. The they got Washington winning by 4.5 points.
I take Washington.
And the over is 40. And they could be under 40.
With Tyler Hanke, you got to take the Commanders.
I'm taking Commanders.
TB12 versus Cleveland. They got Tampa winning by 4.
Yeah, way over.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with. Normally, I go against TB12, but this time I'm gonna have to go with him.
Do you think it's going over 42 points?
Hell no.
I don't think
Over?
so.
You never know.
No, not how that offense looks.
No, who's gonna score that many points?
Mike Evans has been having buttery hands.
Mike Evans buttery hands. We don't know Julio hamstring is going to get him through. Chris Godwin, we don't know.
I got the Bucks winning, but yeah, no, I don't know.
The Bucks gonna win by 3 points.
Bucks win that one easy.
Oh, yeah, easy, but
I don't say by easy because it depends. If Nick Chubb can control the game, then it might be something different.
It might be a struggle in like the first half.
Yeah, that first half gonna be boring. That first half is automatic.
100%.
All right,
That's the thing, though. You look at what they've done. I mean, Miami was able to bottle up Nick Chubb because they can't throw the ball.
Yeah,
they're gonna have 12. They're gonna have 11 guys in the box, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, your wide receivers are wide open. You're still not gonna complete the pass."
Hey, they got Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper was eating last week, though. For the last couple of weeks, Amari Cooper has been eating, so I don't think you want to leave that guy open too much.
Because who else you gonna throw the ball to in Cleveland?
He ain't got nobody else to throw it to.
He's got nobody else. So yeah, he's gonna have. He's gonna have 8 or 9. He's gonna have 8 or 9 catches because you got to throw. You got to throw the ball somewhere.
All right, let's move on. The Bengals at Tennessee. They got Cincy winning by 2.5 points.
I don't like it.
It's at Tennessee. At Tennessee, I'll take the Titans.
I'm taking the Titans.
They can't. Their pass blocking scares me.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Seeing Joe
I'm a little questionable on that one.
And then Jamar Chase not back yet either?
Nah, I ain't grabbing that.
Nah.
Hey, let's go Bears at Jets at MetLife.
Well, this game sucks.
They got the Jets winning by 6.5 points.
Is Justin Fields playing?
I don't think so.
They got Matt White starting.
They got Matt White.
Did the Jets find out who their starting quarterback going to be?
That tells you all you need to know. Is Justin Fields playing? Because the Bears have no chance if he's not on the field.
Yeah, no, they have not one chance.
The Jets don't even know who their starting quarterback going to be, so it's going to be a tale of both teams. They might end up in the top.
Yeah, but at least with the Fields, if he can't throw it, he can run it.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Seattle. I mean, the Raiders at Seattle. They got Seattle winning by 4.5 points.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
I'll ride with that.
I'm going desperation here. The Raiders need to win. If the Raiders don't win this game, Josh McDaniels might not make it home.
Josh McDaniels shouldn't make it home. Period, man.
They might Lane Kiffin his ass and just leave him at the airport.
LA Chargers at Arizona. I'm going Chargers. Taking the 4.
Chargers, Arizona. Arizona's garbage.
Yeah, it don't matter who their quarterback is.
And this is show I'm taking the over because I feel like they're gonna light them up. Kansas City. I'm gonna take the 15.5.
Who Kansas City got?
The Rams
and the Rams.
Oh, the Rams. Oh,
Kansas City.
Rams. What's the over? What's the over under?
The over is 42. 42.6. 42.5 to 43.
All right. Kansas City's going to put up 42 by themselves. So all you need is a field goal from the Rams.
Cooper Kupp's hurt too, right? Cooper Kupp's still hurt.
He done for the season.
Oh yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
He done.
Cooper Cup's done.
He's done.
Stafford
and Stafford not playing. I don't think he day to day.
Y'all saw about the Saints at Niners. I'm taking
Niners.
I'm taking the 9 points for San Francisco. The Saints are terrible. They're back to Archie Manning days. They that bad.
Listen, I've been a fan of the Niners for a long time. I'm
Man,
always
you
going
got
to
two
take them.
teams?
Hey, man, you can't just be, one person's team. I mean, one team. I've been a fan of the Niners since Jerry Rice. All right, leave me alone.
God damn, you got 8 wives. You Muslim too?
Mormon dog, I was playing.
Hey, Dad, hit that sound, man. God.
Whack.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Nah. I mean, it's not like a team like I like the Patriots. I've always liked the 49ers.
Damn.
Pick that. Oh my God.
I can't believe. And then he got the nerve to pick two teams that got like multiple Super Bowls too. He was like, "No, I like the 49, but I like the Patriots too."
Hold on.
Dog, you can't do that.
Listen, bro. Listen, I just told you. First of all, you know what?
That's why he got burgundy on, Rod. Rod, you've been
17.
bamboozled,
Come on,
man. That's why you got the
pick
49
six.
shirt color on and all that.
Nah.
Ah, man, you was cool in my book until you did that move, man.
Listen,
God.
bro. Listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth right here. You know the real reason why I was a 49ers fan? Because back in the day, my dad put on the NFL, and it was the 49ers game.
Okay.
And I was really looking at the cheerleaders. That's the reason why I like the 49ers.
I let you slide because you said your pops put you on. Any other story, I couldn't ride with you. But hey, Rod, man, you got to watch your man.
Yeah, my dad put me on the Washington Redskins, but I said, nah. I'm not going to wear that red and mustard. You hear me? I'm not going to put that red and mustard on me.
Nah, I don't like him no more, man. I don't like him. You can't have two teams like that. I don't like him.
Yeah, Davilo. You lost a couple bars. I was with you. I was right here. That's like saying you Florida State and the U. You know what I mean? You was right underneath my left tee, like Jadakiss said, but you fucked it up.
Listen, I'm not saying that, I'm ride or die for 49ers. I'm just saying.
God damn.
They just got a little spark in my heart,
You know what he sound like, Rod? You know what he sound like?
How you gonna be a blooded
People be like,
How you gonna be a blooded
black people be like,
hey, man, listen. I got two hands, right?
He's not out of bounds.
black people be like,
Hey, Dad, that's like him saying, well, I'll cheer for Army versus Navy.
Like, yo,
nah. Bruh.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused.
The Navy transport y'all.
Listen, you crossed the line on that one. You crossed the line on that one.
Oh, man, I can't believe you said that, man.
So that was a fucking lie.
This coming from a person who got an uncle in the Marines. My brother served in the Marines, and my dad did 28 years in the Army. So, man, you wilding, Dad. You wilding, man. It might have been too much of them shots, man. Them shots that be shooting.
We've been tricked. We've been backstabbed. And we've been quite possibly bamboozled.
I see how it is, though. I see how it is. New guy on the podcast. Hey, let's take shots at him.
He said, I like the 49ers.
Yeah, I was like, when Rob was like, "Damn, you like them too?" that kind of threw me. I was hoping he was gonna be like, "No. I just like watching them play. I'd have took that." But you was like, "Nah, they my boys too, my man." So when the 49ers and the Patriots play each other, like, who you root for?
You got a partial jersey like one of the moms. You got those partial jerseys like the mothers be having it. They sons and shit. You got one
I got the split in the middle with 1-on-1.
You got one of the motherfucking overalls with the Patriots on one side. Then he got 112, and he got a Montana jersey.
He got like a one. He got the one for both of them. Then he got like the 2 and the 6 at the on the top and the bottom. Looks like it's a fraction or something.
He probably was one of them young boys that had the peanut butter and jelly already combined in the peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah,
you know them shits.
Whoa.
You pop the jar up, it's already peanut butter and the jelly already mixed up.
No, sir. Not me.
My wife asked me a real question. She was like, "What's the difference?" I said, "What's the difference? The ratio is the difference. What are you talking about?
The taste, you gotta have more peanut butter than jelly.
You definitely right. You definitely right. I remember my dad. I remember I got in trouble, Dad. This is a little quick story before I go in the last pick. I got in trouble. My dad said, "You wanna act up in school?" The motherfucker hit me with an MRE.
Oh no!
You know how bad that shit was to eat,
Bruh.
And he gave me one of them. I think it was like a lasagna one. That shit had me blown out. That shit was blown out like 8,500. My tire was blown out.
Hey, bro, I feel sorry for you.
With the knockoff Gatorade. That shit don't taste like no fucking Gatorade.
You had the Powerade. You had vitamin water.
Then he said, "No, I don't got a PlayStation. I got a Dreamcast."
Hey.
You say you even got a PlayStation or you got a Dreamcast? We broke.
Man, we so broke. We had Game Cash.
Oh man. But yeah, let me go on the last pick real quick. Then we gonna get out of here, man. My man Deeks is in deep thought over there.
This is the worst 2-minute drill I've ever seen somebody run.
Well,
Michigan is awful.
It's that quarterback, man. They need to put Denard Robinson back in the game.
This is the worst. They just wasted 30 seconds. I'm still trying to figure out how and why. This went from a good game to a terrible game in like 30 seconds.
So, Deets, who you want to win?
I don't really care, but I'd like to see Michigan win just because everybody before the game was Ohio State is so great.
All right, man.
I'd like to see Michigan win, but
Packers at Lincoln Stadium against the Eagles. Who y'all got? They got Green Bay at +7, and they got Eagles winning by -7, 7.5. What y'all got? And the over is at 46 points. You think that's a game going over 46?
No,
I don't think so either.
Nah,
I wouldn't even say close to 40.
I'm
going Eagles. I'm going Eagles because if I pick the Packers, the Eagles will win. So I'd rather cover myself.
And Monday,
I need Aaron Rodgers to be the old Aaron Rodgers and take out the Eagles. Like, let's go.
Hey, you never know that ayahuasca might hit in this game.
Next Thursday, if anybody want to podcast, next Thursday. I'm not podcasting. I'm podcasting because I'm not gonna watch the game.
Who's playing on Thursday?
You know who's playing on Thursday, right? Next Thursday.
No, who plays next Thursday?
Yeah,
New England versus Buffalo.
Pondering minds would like to know.
I don't want to watch that.
Why not?
I don't even know who. I don't even know the Thursday schedule. I'm doing my show on Thursday, but
oh yeah, I'm gonna come through then. I'm gonna come through because I ain't gonna watch it.
I don't even look at the Thursday night scheduling. Thursday night
Monday, I'm definitely not watching football. Steelers versus Colts. I'm not gonna watch that.
That's gonna put me to sleep. That can be my background noise for sleep.
Your white noise.
I watch Pinky and Sarah J fighting pudding before I watch that game.
No,
that's watching that game either.
But anyway, let's go around and who want to start first and give their socials out, the social medias, and not just Social Security, of course, but social medias and where they can find your stuff at. Who want to go first? It doesn't matter.
I defer to you guys. I defer to the second half.
Go Florida State / Florida. Go ahead.
you mean New England / San Francisco?
Snowman will love him. He's a 49er fan.
You can find me on Facebook at Devlo. On Instagram, you can find me at Devlo Life Adventures. I got a YouTube that's also Devlo Life Adventures. Go follow that.
Tell him what Dev Adventures about.
So pretty much like I like to go out and do stuff. I like camping, hunting, archery. I got a bow. I like doing outside stuff. I like showing, stuff I do with my family and stuff like that. So that's just all that is. I just started that about a month ago, so I only have about 5 videos up, but I'm gonna start putting up more videos and doing more things. I got a huge lineup. I'm gonna go camping soon, so that's gonna be recorded. All that.
Dev can't relate because he got nowhere to camp in Baltimore City. But anyway, go ahead.
Definitely don't camp in Baltimore City.
But no, just all the aspects of being out in the nature. That's all I love. So like, especially like camping. I'll show you how to make a fire out of nothing. Put up a quick tent. Use wood for certain things, just stuff like that. Nothing crazy. It's educational and it's fun for me, and hopefully it's fun for everybody else.
Okay. Who's next?
I go. Deep said he's gonna defer to the second half. So you can check out all my social media platforms. Instagram is you can follow me at MTMO_sports podcast. My Facebook is at my THTS, my opinion, and my Twitter is also my THTS, my opinion. You can catch my sports podcast, My Thoughts, My Opinion, on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Good Pods, Podbeans, anywhere you can get your podcast platform at. For real.
This week.
Say that again.
What you talking about this week?
This week we'll be talking about the Hall of Fame class. Gonna be talking about the NBA. Give you a recap of week 12 of the NFL. Stuff like that. Coming out on YouTube very soon. I'm about to start off with the coming out on YouTube very soon. Like I said, I'm gonna start off with put the audio up first, and then I'm gonna go ahead with the visual by my 100th episode. Right now I'm on 88, working on 89, my 89 episode. So by 100, you're gonna see me and my man Rod face up on there, plastered all around there, and MTMO, we coming, baby. I'm coming.
But Davilo, I'm telling everybody this. The audio grind for podcasting, if you don't got one of those seductive voices like Barry White, you ain't gonna make no motherfucking money on doing no audio. You gotta sound like Barry White was baby on talking to him.
with the key sweat in the background.
It is so hard, man. I got 1,000 plays, but I still can't buy a pack of noodles, man. I got $10.90 in my account for audio. That's a couple packs of noodles and maybe some toilet paper from Dollar Store, and that's pushing it. You know what I mean? Maybe a bottle down south. You might be able to get a bottle out of the Dollar Store. They got liquor, they got beer and stuff at Dollar Store, but that's a different story. But Deets, how can they find you? The human encyclopedia of college football.
All right, so we're at Fit Down Sports Show on Facebook. We're on Facebook, Spotify, YouTube, any podcast available. We're on there. But yeah, we'll be going Thursday night with a recap of this week, getting you ready for Championship Saturday. And we'll be getting ready for a playoff. Chaos scenarios are coming, and we'll break down everything that's going on, and of course we'll talk a little bit of NFL, and get you ready for the week. Of course, we do, just like Rod just did. We do all our picks, so we'll be doing picks, but not this week. Next week we have our big bowl preview. We do. I'll tell you right now, Fifth Down Sports Show, we do the best bowl preview you'll ever get. I got a special guest coming on, and we'll break down every bowl game and everything. So I'll get more of that next week when I lock down my special guest. But we got a lot. Our bowl preview is far and above anybody else's that we got going on. So
also,
that's what we got going on for the next couple weeks. Next couple weeks is all about the bowls.
Also, starting soon, I'm trying to start another show, like a music video type show where I, do indie artists or any indie artists. Send some stuff to my Instagram, or you can send some stuff to my email at roduncensoredpodcast@gmail.com. So I'm trying to have like a music video type thing, almost like 106 Park or TRL type situation. So any unsigned artists, send me some, some music and some videos, and I'll put you up.
So what you trying to do with that? Like, explain a little bit more. Are you trying to help these artists get out there in the world?
Yeah. So it's going to be like a music show. It's going to be like a music video show. I'm trying to line it up like 106 back in the day or TRL. Where
so do you have the fans pick the videos, and do you do like a top 10 type thing?
No, I'm gonna do where they review it. The fans, I'm gonna put a poll up. Do you think this shit's hot? Do you think it's what's? Then I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna roll it out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like a top 5 videos. So I can't do a top 10 video like BT because I'm only myself. But I'm gonna do it like that. I'm gonna do other genres because I like other music. I like a little bit of country. I grew up in Tennessee, so I'm gonna do some country, rap, rock. It don't matter if your music hot. I'm gonna put it on the thing, and I'm gonna let the fans judge it.
All right, because we gotta talk offline, and I got some people that I might can swing your way or whatever, and then y'all can branch off, do whatever. Because I got some artists down here that I either hoop with, talk sports with, or even just on a general kicking it with. You know what I mean? So I'm most definitely can shoot them your way.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I got about 2 or 3 people that I know that I talk to regularly.
So I'm trying to set that up. Also, we're gonna do these sports shows and possibility of little funny gossip, sports gossip thing. I'm gonna do a video about Marcus Jordan is still smashing Scotty's wife, but that's there. You know what I mean? I still gotta get Petty Rod out, but that's what I got coming up, guys. So look forward to that, and to all my people coming on. Deets, you already know. Dev, appreciate you coming on. Dev Low, I appreciate you coming on. Hopefully you come on, and man, keep on doing your podcast, man, because I saw some of your hunting videos and stuff like that. I remember doing archery, smack the shit on my face. So I know about how the struggle is archery. That's a skill right there. That's a skill to pull back that 200-pound bow. So again, I appreciate y'all coming on, man. Hopefully y'all have a good rest of your weekend. I'm gonna enjoy mine with some Coors Light, a couple more shots, and I'm gonna get her done. So
there you go. Absolutely.
I see you Monday, Deets. You already know.
Monday for the recap. Absolutely, I'll be there.
So come check the recap on Monday. Also, come check us out Thursday. Deets might get on, but Deets been on R&R and stuff, so he been, what I mean? But also check out Dev. My thoughts and my opinions. He might gonna we throw something up on Tuesdays, right?
Drop every Tuesday, baby.
Check his stuff on Tuesday. Check out Dev Low's ventures on YouTube. Learn how to catch learn how to make a fire. Take your girl outside, put the blanket down. You know what I mean? Play the guitar for her. You know what I mean? Put some Blake Shelly on.
Hey, Dad, well, I'm gonna have to link up with you, Doug. I want to learn how to create a fire. Us city boys don't know how to do that. We just know about lighters.
Hey, I got you, bro. I got you. Because I got all the tools. I got a bag that's right next to me that has all my tools in it. I'm, from
but you know what I mean. This is a little joke, real quick. Do you got one of them straws to test the water?
No, I don't have one to test the water, but I do have a Sawyer straw that you can drink like water out the lake, and it purifies it, and it's up to like 400,000 gallons before it's bad.
You might
hold up. See, us city boys don't know shit about that. You got to put me D on it. Hey,
you might have to get. You might need to send some of them straws down to Baltimore City because the water out there kind of dirty.
We most
I'll start making my own Devil straws. I'll send it to all the major.
You need that for your tap. You need that for your tap water.
We need that for all the water.
Straight up to the spigot.
Even the water with the 2 legs on it, the water tower.
But yeah, no, that'll be in my videos. I mean, hey, that's the one thing I say is if you guys want to see it, let me know. I'll do it.
Yeah, I never knew that it was straws out here that actually purify, water like that. Like I most definitely need to link into that, man. That most definitely with my workout transition I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure, I keep that good water in me. And shit, if that straw I can drink that in any water. Shit, I'm with it.
I got you. I got. You know what? Next video, I got you.
All right, bet. I'm gonna look for it.
Right. This has been a show. This has been a midday sports edition on a Saturday. Y'all have a good rest of y'all weekend, and we're out.
Appreciate it.